if it's race day, that'd be Northwest Cup 2025 round 1. We get a sight lap here in the morning. It did rain a little bit last night up here. It's like more rain's not out of the question, but I don't think that's going to do anything but help the track. So we'll get a sight lap in, and then as far as I know, my start time's still 9:26.
Sorry. I like the YT.
Thanks, man.
Sick. I was looking at buying like 2S.
Were ya?
Yeah.
It's like for the
Yeah, David!
bang for the money, man.
6, 7.
Joel.
This is your set of beats coming after the third beat. You work on, okay? Have fun, be safe.
Thank you.
Morning, Nelson.
Morning.
Yeah.
Derek Pierce with a 349.31 goes into second place. I've seen a few 6'5" taggers in my time.
Sorry, man. I tried to get out as soon as I could.
As the 661 comes in to finish up Bruce Hasserat. Right before him, though, there was this Joe Moore came in, and he's doing out of Port Orchard, Washington. Moore with a 425.22.
The Northwest Cup, round 1, 2025. I would say I accomplished all my goals, which were essentially to improve throughout the weekend, increase my comfort level and my confidence level, and then have a clean race lap on Sunday, no crashes or anything like that. And I definitely did that. It was kind of hard during practice. It's kind of hard to gauge like how you're doing, because you are just riding like against yourself and the track, and there's no timing going on for practice days, so you really don't have a sense of how you're doing, if you will. But what I found is that I had my Strava app on, and I would pause it when I was at the bottom, and then resume it when I was back up at the top before I started a practice run or whatever. And Strava was recording a segment called Muffin Tops to Bobcat to Cakewalk, which is essentially the race lap. So I think other than probably the 8 or 10 seconds that it took me to get from the starting platform over the roller that starts Muffin Tops, like I don't think it was recording, you know, that part of the segment for my time, because it's just like a straightaway that you could branch off onto any trail at that point. But once you get on the Muffin Tops, it starts, you know, you're timing that segment. And looking back at the Strava app, the data from the weekend, like I started off like on Friday's practice sessions in Strava, and it would show lap times of about like 6 minutes and 9 seconds. And by the end of the first day, I got it down to about 5.5 minutes, like 5 minutes and 31 seconds. And then day 2, I started off where I left off at about 5 minutes and 30 seconds or so. And by the end of day 2 practice, I got it all the way down to 4 minutes and 37 seconds was my fastest. And then today, even my sight lap was a little bit faster than my fastest lap yesterday. It was like 4 minutes and 27 seconds or something like that. And my race lap was the fastest lap all weekend that I did on Strava. That section, which was the race section minus the very tippity top straightaway from the starting platform at 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So I crushed my fastest lap time on my race lap. Kept it clean. I didn't crash. Didn't really even have any close calls. I felt pretty comfortable. I did get caught on the lap by the guy behind me who finished overall second, so I didn't feel too bad. But my official race time was 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And comparing that to the Strava time of 4 minutes and 15 seconds, that tells me that they're not recording, or Strava's not taking into account that first straightaway from the starting platform, which is fine. And I did, I had to pull over. It was pretty close to the end. I mean, I only had it was like within the last 40 seconds of the track that I had to stop and pull over. This guy was gaining on me, and I didn't want to hold him up. So I pulled over, let him go, and that cost me probably 5 to 7 seconds, right? I had to stop completely and then start again from a dead stop. But I mean, I wasn't in any danger of getting on the podium anyway. If a guy's catching you on the race lap, a guy who started 30 seconds after you, if he's catching you on your race lap, your race is kind of over. So, but I kept it clean. I went the fastest I went all weekend today. And, had a great time. Like, all weekend was awesome. Dry Hill and the folks that put on that race up there, just awesome. People volunteering to drive up the box trucks, like all day for all the racers who are coming to race, and doing the shuttle runs for you. So awesome. A bunch of food vendors there today. They had some gear for sale. They had different bike vendor stuff going on. Just a real cool atmosphere. and real cool people in the mountain bike culture. You know, I really enjoy being around those people. I'm not real social, and I'm usually there by myself, so it's not like I'm, you know, hitting it up and talking to a bunch of people. There's some people that I know from BMX that I'll, you know, say hi to and stuff, and maybe chat it up if I'm in the same box van headed up to the top, or up at the top waiting to go on a run. But for the most part, you know, I kind of keep to myself. I enjoy that. And, you know, don't spend more time at the venue really than I have to, but you know, I'd spend time back at the campground. The Elwha Dam RV Resort's an awesome place to camp. Such a cool place. Real good access to some trails that head down to the old Elwha Dam site on the Elwha River that you can check out. Coin operated laundry, coin operated showers, which are great. Come in very handy. They got a nice like rec deck area lounge with TVs, some books, board games. You can rent e-bikes there, and they have guides that'll take you on guided pedal or e-bike tours. Yeah, so that's an awesome place. And of course, Port Angeles is where the Olympics meet the sea. Just a great little town with lots of stuff to see and do, and places to eat, and cool places to shop and things like that. So had a great weekend. I think I finished overall 13th out of 17 riders in my class, but it wasn't really my goal. I kind of feel like from practicing with some of the same group of guys that I raced against, like I feel like they're maybe a little bit more advanced than I am as far as especially race experience. I mean, this is my second race ever. The last one, the first one was like a year and a half ago. But you know, there's no requirement for folks to move up to Category 2 or whatever. You know, I guess from the way I understand it, like the mountain biking folks, I don't know if it's USA Cycling or local Northwest Cup folks, might recommend you move up if you're smoking people in your age group and proficiency. But I don't know. Like I would think like the guy that won today in my age group, he got like 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Like he was cooking. He beat my time, say, by 40 seconds, which is an eternity coming down the mountain. So, I mean, I feel like that, you know, that might be like a Cat 2 guy next time, you know, maybe? I don't know. But we'll see. Next one's in a month, I think, so I got to try to hit the registration that opens up this week. I definitely want to do it again. And I'd like to hit a couple more somewhere during the season here, whether it's definitely Snoqualmie. They're having a race there again at the bike park. Maybe if I can get to one of the ones that's in Idaho, I think that would be awesome. Take the van out for a trip. Probably have to take some time off of work for that one. And then the finals this year, I think it's September up at Stevens Pass Bike Park. So all that. If I can get a couple more, you know, do the next Dry Hill one, and maybe one or two somewhere else, and then also the finals at Stevens Pass, I think that would make for a pretty fun downhill season. I was kind of waiting to commit to it to see how I did this weekend, and although my results weren't that great, from a competitive standpoint, from my standpoint, like my results were fantastic, so I think I'm gonna keep going. Anyway, thanks for watching if you still are.